This morning, dozens of police escorting the body of fallen Henrico Police officer Trey Sutton to a funeral home. The 24-year-old was killed in a crash Wednesday night. Officer Sutton's funeral arrangements have just been released. A visitation is on Tuesday from 5 to 8 at Victory Tabernacle Church in Midlothian. His funeral is Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. at that church. Henrico reporter Karina Bolster talked to several of Sutton's fellow rookie officers about this terrible loss.
Well, the group of officers I spoke with say Officer Trey Sutton's death is certainly tough to handle. But amid the grief, they're also focused on remembering the good times they had with their silent cheerleader.
Quiet and confident, but he had the kindness in him that I think if you needed it, it was there.
Officer Matthew Kane says fellow rookie officer Trey Sutton was his best friend, but also had personal connections with so many others.
He might not say it in the crowd, but he would pull you aside and genuinely talk to you and be sincere. And I think his sincerity was probably one of the biggest traits of him.
This group bonding together quickly at the academy, all graduating with Sutton back in February. Many of them recalling the fond memories during training and his positive attitude.
Trey and Tyler were always ended up behind me for some reason in the run, and they would never let me quit.
Officer Morteza Mahmoudi says Trey was like an older brother to him.
The day of graduation, he just gave me the biggest hug and said, "We made it," and that memory is going to be with me forever.
Before joining Henrico Police, Sutton was an electrician, but he gave that up to fulfill a dream he always had, being a police officer and serving his community.
The day before this all happened, we were out together, and we were driving on 95, and he said that, man, I love being a police officer. He's like, I know where I am, and I know this is what I was meant to be doing.
These rookie officers are now determined to keep that love for the job strong in themselves as they lean on one another.
It's not something you can really train for until you go through it. But I mean, being able to talk to my brothers and sisters about what I feel and what I'm thinking, and I mean, whatever's on my mind, I just let it fly. And just knowing that they're able to listen to it and understand it has been a real big help.
The outpour of support from the community through this growing memorial also brings comfort to Sutton's friends and family.
You'll see right on the flowers where people came from, and it's not just people from Henrico, it's people from all over who are coming to support it, and it's very special.
Now at this time, Henrico Police say the circumstances leading up to the crash Wednesday night remain under investigation. On your side in Henrico, Karina Bolster, NBC 12 News.
After more than